Okay, this is our next project number 4, and I'd like you to refer to the handout sheet that earlier I provided you, so you have all the dimensions for that. Let's begin this project. So I'm going to begin with the new file, and we will select unit is the first thing always we choose, and in this case is English system, and then standard part, and then we create. Let's begin with the 2D sketch and then select the plane. In this particular case, I'm going to choose XZ plane for the best orientation, and we left click on that, and then it's always a good idea. Notice here my icon is kind of shown upside down. We want to switch back to the isometric view. There's a home navigation tool that we have been using. Select that, and then that gives us better orientation or better positioning our model, so we know we are in the correct position. Let's go to one of the command that probably is the first time we're going to use this command under the rectangle tool from the ribbon section. Select this center point option, the one that shows slot center point. Again, the term slot refers to adjustable hole in terms of mechanical engineering terminology. So we have center point option of the slot selected, and then left click on the origin where you see the green little small green sign indicates that we are snapping to the center exactly perfectly to the center of the origin, and then we move to the next point, left click on any point to your right, and another one to define the radius any place, just the shape of the slot. At this point I'm going to add another one, repeat the same command, same slot center point. I'm going to select the same center point. We will have another one internal portion, and then we are going to add dimension to fully constrain this. I'm going to start with the outside radius, left click and give the radius, which is given as a 1-inch radius, and then check mark. We will repeat this for internal radius, and then type that 0.5 for this radius. And you notice still I need 3 more dimensions fully defined. That of course I don't have other dimensions such as center to center dimension. In this case I will pick those center to center, and then type the number 2.5 for center to center. This is a typical way of dimensioning any rounded shapes in engineering graphics. So notice here that as we dimension this one 2.5, this larger radius or larger arc did not follow exactly the other smaller one because there is no relationship between these two arcs. So what we need to do now is to go add concentric relation between these two arcs by selecting the concentric tool from the ribbon area, and now both have the same center, so they are concentric at this point, and it's telling me that this is fully constrained. You shouldn't have any extra dimension beside all these. If there is in case shows that dimension missing or one more dimension or 2, then look for relations. Make sure that this line is horizontal, for instance, and don't try to over define by adding more dimensions. So these are all the dimensions you need for this particular case. So we're going to continue adding the other features as we go on the next video. For now, I'm going to stop at this point, and we will continue on the next video to complete this model.